Forget the headlines, forget the stereotypes, because in the next few minutes, we're going to tear down everything you think you know about one of the world's most misunderstood nations. This isn't just a country, it's the living, breathing legacy of an empire that once shaped humanity's destiny. A land that gave us the profound poetry of Rumi and the very first whisper of human rights. But today, this same extraordinary land is a labyrinth of paradoxes. Imagine a place where ancient declarations of freedom clash with modern-day morality police, where women risk everything to remove a veil, even as the country becomes a global hub for cosmetic surgery, where alcohol is forbidden, yet secret parties pulsate with the raw yearning for a moment's liberty. How did a vibrant, Western-leaning society transform into a tightly controlled religious state? What truly happens behind the official narratives? And why does this nation, positioned at the world's most critical crossroads, hold the power to shake global markets and influence your daily life in ways you can't even imagine? Prepare to see Iran as you've never seen it before. We're diving deep into the untold stories, the silent struggles, and the breathtaking beauty of a people caught between ancient glory and modern defiance. This journey will challenge your perceptions, broaden your understanding, and reveal a human reality far more complex and compelling than any political slogan. Stay with us, because what you're about to discover will change your perspective on an entire region forever. We begin our journey in the heart of the land that for centuries was known as Persia. Today, the real Iran presents us with a contradictory picture, where the whispers of ancient poets meet the roar of modern drones, and where past and present live side by side. Behind the towering Zagros Mountains and along the shores of the Arabian Gulf and the Caspian Sea stretches a nation that has woven its history from myths, conquests, and revolutions. Iran's geographical location is both a blessing and a curse. It shares borders with 7 countries: Iraq, Turkey, Azerbaijan, Armenia, Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Turkmenistan, making it for centuries a strategic bridge between East and West. Even today, this sensitive region remains one of the hottest spots on Earth in terms of conflicts, political influence, and vital resources. Iran's population is about 90 million people, and more than 60% of them are under the age of 30. This demographic makeup makes Iran one of the youngest countries in the world, but it also creates great tension. A young, educated generation, connected to the world through the internet, lives under a conservative religious authority that imposes restrictions not aligned with their aspirations or modern lifestyle. But to understand this contradiction, it is not enough to look only at the present. One must also dive into the rich Persian past. Modern Iran is the continuation of a great civilization that was born more than 2,500 years ago, when King Cyrus the Great founded a vast empire stretching from India to Greece. It was among the first civilizations to call for religious tolerance and the abolition of slavery. This was documented in what is known as the Cyrus Cylinder, which many historians consider the first written declaration of human rights in history, centuries before Europe even knew such concepts. In ancient times, the Persians were brilliant engineers. They invented an astonishing system known as qanats, an underground network of tunnels that carried water from the mountains to villages and fields across arid deserts. This system, called qanat in Persian, was used more than 2,500 years ago and is still in use in some rural areas today, transforming barren land into green oases full of life. In Persia also was born Zoroastrianism, one of the oldest monotheistic religions, where fire is seen as a symbol of purity and cleanliness, and its beliefs revolve around a constant struggle between good and evil. This idea ingrained in Iranian culture a dualistic vision of the world, light versus darkness, and justice versus oppression. But the course of Persian history changed radically in the 7th century with the arrival of Islam and its spread among the population. Centuries later, specifically in the 16th century, the Safavid dynasty adopted Twelver Shi'ism as the official doctrine, making it an inseparable part of Iran's political and religious identity. Shi'ism places great respect on spiritual leaders known as ayatollahs and emphasizes the values of martyrdom, justice, and resisting oppression. These principles laid the foundation for the emergence of the ruling religious system in modern Iran, especially after the events of the 20th century that transformed the face of the entire region. And here we arrive at one of the most dramatic moments in modern Iranian history. The moment that divided the nation's life into before and after. Less than 50 years ago, the streets of Tehran resembled those of Paris or Rome. Women wore dresses and short skirts, studied at universities alongside men, drove cars, and held ministerial positions. Nightlife in the major cities was thriving. Cinemas showed the latest Western films. And on the shores of the Caspian Sea, women's swimwear was a normal sight. That was the era of Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi, who tried to modernize Iran rapidly and turn it into a European-style modern state. But in return, he ruled with an iron grip. The intelligence agency known as SAVAK monitored every dissenting voice and suppressed activists and intellectuals, while the massive oil revenues went into the pockets of the ruling elite, leaving the majority of the population to live in poverty and marginalization. Public anger escalated across Iran, fueled by the sermons of Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini from his exile in France. By the beginning of 1979, the rage had reached its peak. The Islamic Revolution erupted, toppling the monarchy after more than half a century of the Shah's rule. Millions took to the streets, students, women, intellectuals, and liberals, all united under slogans of freedom, justice, and ending corruption. But the wave of dreams did not last long. In less than a year, mandatory hijab was imposed on all women, regardless of their beliefs. Music, dancing, and any signs of Western culture were banned. The laws were rewritten based on extremely strict interpretations of Islamic Sharia, and thus, the Islamic Republic of Iran was born, marking the start of a new era, filled with hopes, but also with challenges and restrictions. A nation that has once tasted freedom, can it ever forget it? It seems the answer is no, and this is exactly what we witness in Iran today. It is a country of sharp contradictions, where restrictions intersect with ambitions in scenes that are almost unbelievable. And let's begin with what the world follows with tense nerves: the Strait of Hormuz. This narrow waterway, controlled by Iran, is considered a vital artery for the global economy. More than 1/5 of the world's oil, about 20%, passes through it daily. Any attempt by Iran to close it, even temporarily, could ignite a global crisis, sparking surges in the prices of fuel, food, and raw materials everywhere. This card gives Iran an undeniable strategic position. Oil is not only a source of energy, but also a chemical treasure composed of hydrocarbon compounds that can be transformed into hundreds of products, including plastics, fertilizers, cosmetics, medicines, detergents, synthetic fabrics, and paints. In other words, oil is the backbone of modern civilization, and Iran holds a critical part of that backbone. Because of all this, almost everything in our daily lives is connected to oil. From the packaging materials we use when shopping, to car tires, credit cards, electrical appliances, and even agricultural crops that depend on fertilizers derived from this substance. And since oil enters the production chain from beginning to end, any change in its price directly affects the cost of everything. If supply suddenly decreases, prices will rise across the entire world, from food to transportation to medicine. In other words, any disruption in the price of oil means a disruption in our daily lives. We have now reached this stage of our documentary, and before we dive into the topic of temporary marriage, women, and secret traditions, I would like to ask you an important question to reflect on. Do you think it is possible for a very small area on the map to influence global markets and destabilize half the planet? Is this the true power we must respect and understand? Or is it merely a point on a chessboard, hiding behind the scenes moves and invisible hands that control the stage? Think about the size of this region compared to the economic and political impact it exerts. Is this proof of the importance of geography and history, or are there other factors that make it a center of influence that cannot be ignored? Pause the video for a moment and share your opinions and comments with us, because your perspectives matter to us greatly. And don't forget, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, subscribe now to be part of our ongoing journey of exploring the world from a different perspective. A journey where we learn together how real forces work behind major events. Thank you for your continuous support. While global politics are preoccupied with power struggles and complex balances, Iranians live a daily life filled with unique cultural and social particularities. In a country where public expressions of affection between men and women are forbidden, and where unmarried couples are not allowed to stay in the same hotel room, there exists a special legal and religious solution known as temporary marriage, or what is called mut'ah marriage. This type of religious contract allows a couple to enter into a marriage for a specified period of time, ranging from 1 hour to 99 years. It grants them the right to have an intimate relationship in a legally sanctioned way, bypassing the strict social and religious restrictions imposed by traditional laws. Some view this temporary marriage as a manipulation of the law, sometimes describing it as a form of legalized prostitution, due to the temporary nature of the relationship and its lack of continuity. Others, however, consider it the only way to be together and express an emotional relationship within a framework that protects them from legal and social troubles, especially in a society where relationships between the sexes are heavily monitored. This system reflects the complexity of balancing religious traditions, official laws, and individual needs in the face of social pressures. It is a subject that deserves reflection to understand how societies adapt to contemporary challenges. This deep contradiction penetrates the entire fabric of Iranian society. In the streets, the morality police impose strict control over appearance. Women are arrested for wearing a hijab that does not meet official standards, using heavy makeup, or wearing jeans that are too tight. One of the incidents that shocked the world was the death of young Mahsa Amini in 2022, after being arrested by the morality police. Her death ignited the largest wave of protests in the history of the Islamic Republic under the slogan, "Woman, Life, Freedom." At the same time, Iran has become one of the world's capitals for nose cosmetic surgery. The desire to obtain a perfectly Western-shaped nose is so strong that many Iranian women display their post-surgery bandages with pride, as a symbol of beauty and social status. This stark contradiction reflects a strange social reality. The face must be covered modestly, out of respect for tradition, yet surgically enhancing its features is acceptable and even desirable. The internet, meanwhile, is a true battleground inside Iran. While authorities officially ban the use of Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, most Iranians rely on VPNs to bypass these restrictions and access the outside world. On platforms like Instagram, influencers showcase lavish lifestyles that completely contradict the official ideology, forming a kind of digital protest and a life split between two opposing realities. But despite these restrictions and pressures, art and beauty still pulse at the heart of Iran. A visit to the city of Isfahan, particularly Nakshi Jahan Square, amazes visitors. The Sheikh Lotfollah Mosque, with its dome that shifts colors from cream to pink as the day progresses, and the Grand Jame Mosque, are architectural masterpieces that convince anyone of the spirituality and artistic genius that fill Iran. Meanwhile, the city of Yazd, built of clay and straw in the middle of the desert, takes you through its narrow, winding alleys and historic structures into a world reminiscent of 1001 Nights. The Badger, or wind catchers, are a unique natural air conditioning system that has cooled homes for thousands of years, a testimony to the genius of the ancients in adapting to harsh environmental conditions. If you've made it this far into our documentary, you're probably wondering, how can one visit this country of contradictions, given the complex political situation and security challenges? Traveling to Iran requires careful planning and good preparation. Most tourists arrive by air to the capital, Tehran, usually with stopovers in cities like Istanbul or Dubai. Citizens of most European Union countries, as well as many other nations, must obtain a visa in advance before traveling. As for citizens of the United States, the United Kingdom, and Canada, the rules are stricter. They are only allowed to travel within organized tour groups, accompanied by an official guide. From a budget perspective, Iran is a very affordable country for tourists. Due to international sanctions, global credit cards like Visa and MasterCard do not work inside the country, so visitors are advised to bring local currency or widely accepted foreign cash. That said, you'll be surprised at the low cost of living. For example, you can enjoy a delicious dinner in a good restaurant for the equivalent of $5 to $10, while a night's stay in a traditional guest house with an inner courtyard may cost only $20 to $30. The most important rule for ensuring your safety during the visit is to respect local customs and traditions. Women must wear the hijab and loose clothing that appropriately covers the body. Alcohol consumption is strictly prohibited, and strict rules of conduct must be observed in public places, especially concerning religious and social etiquette. Despite these restrictions, Iranians are known for their hospitality and their warm welcome to foreigners. You will find kindness and friendliness among them, but you must always remember that you are in a country with a strict theocratic system, where religious laws dominate the scene and impose themselves on every detail of daily life. And so, we conclude our journey into Iran, a nation that defies easy definition, a mosaic of ancient grandeur and modern struggle, of profound spirituality, and an unyielding quest for freedom. We've seen how the echoes of Persia's glorious past, with its pioneering spirit in human rights and engineering, resonate through a present defined by incredible contradictions. This is a land where the beauty of its art and architecture stands alongside the quiet defiance of its youth, where global geopolitics collide with the intimate details of daily life, and where the human spirit consistently finds ways to express itself, even under the strictest constraints. Iran is a testament to resilience, a reminder that history is never static, and that the story of a people is always far richer and more nuanced than any single narrative. Our goal is to peel back the layers, to look beyond the headlines, and to connect you with the raw, complex, and deeply human stories that shape our world. If this exploration has broadened your perspective, sparked your curiosity, or simply allowed you to see Iran with new eyes, then our mission is accomplished. Your engagement helps us continue this vital work. So if you found this journey insightful, please hit that like button, subscribe to our channel for more untold stories, and share your thoughts in the comments below. What surprised you most about Iran? What questions still linger in your mind? Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the heart of a civilization. Until our next exploration, keep questioning, keep learning, and keep an open mind.